Here's a quick problem that most venue owners face. So typically on the weekends, weekdays, you want to be busy, but in today's day and age, competition is so high. And the thing that a lot of venue owners don't realize is that you're not just competing against other clubs, other bars, other venues. Now you're competing against Netflix. You're competing against the couch. You're competing against other alternatives, any other alternative that people can do in their spare time that isn't going out. As you know, as a venue owner, one of the best ways to get loads of people into the door is through events, and we're not talking about your own events. We're talking about getting other people to hire at your venue and to do an event at your venue. That's one of the most easiest ways that you can leverage getting people in through the door. But the problem is that with so many of your customers scrolling through their feed on Instagram, such as here, your message get lost. You put an ad out for venue hire, but nothing happens because there's so much going on for the average user on these platforms that your message gets lost, which unfortunately results into fewer bookings for your venue, and therefore you're stuck with more weekdays and weekends that are quiet or empty. But there's a solution, and this is what we're doing that currently is working for the clients that we work with, the venues that we work with. Anyone can just run an ad. Anyone can just put an ad out there. They can boost it, whatever. Great. Okay, the platform's made that really easy for you. Fine. But what most people forget to do is to look at the event organizers that have been the most successful, the bookings, when I say the most successful, as in what demographic are they? What age are they? What type of music do they do? Look at that. Look in the last year, the most successful event organizers that you've had. Those are the people you want to target. And when it comes to creating the content for that material that you're going to advertise, you want to specifically call them out. So here's some brief examples. For example, let's say you looked over the last year and student nights have been really good. You want to say something like calling all student event organizers. Another demographic. Let's say, people over 30, events over 30 are doing really well. You want to say over 30s event planners. This one's for you. Let's say you're doing comedy night. You want to specifically say comedy night event organizers, book with us. Because at the end of the day, the reason why this is so simple but effective is because people are most likely to react, stop, look, listen when you target them, when it's more personalized. If we were in a crowd of people and I said your name specifically, you're more likely to look than if I just, said something random. For example, I just shouted some random words. You're more likely to look. So the key thing is you want to make sure that you're calling out specifically the people you want to target, because those are the people that are going to respond to your ad.